Hi, and welcome to Power ISA, your one-stop shop for Power Platform solutions. My name is Yegor, and the question of the day comes from Caleb. Caleb writes, Good afternoon. I have a button and two date pickers. I want to disable the button if the date is less or equal to the two dates selected in the dates pickers. Please help me. So I would assume that he wants a button and has two date pickers, and if the both dates less or equal to X, then it should disable the button. To, to do that, we're gonna create a Canva app and then add both date pickers to the Canva app and a button. And then in the on the button in the function display mode, we're gonna add the code. We're gonna say if date diff, and the date diff function is described as follow on the Microsoft Learn. The date diff function returns the difference between two dates. So it can be a date or a time values, and the result is a whole number of units. And that's what we're going to use. And as a parameter, we need a start date. So it's date picker 1. Select the date. And date picker 2 as an end date. Select the date. And then we say if it's greater or less than 2. So to make it more clear, we're going to use the format. We're going to say disable, and otherwise edit. And then we're going to close df. Oops, let me make this a little bit bigger. And then basically what's happening if the start date and the end date are both dates have a difference of 2, it's equal of greater than 2, then the button is going to be disabled. Otherwise you can still submit your form or everything that's in the on select. So to demonstrate, let's say for example I'm gonna take 16th of September, then you can see it's disabled. If it's 2 dates, if there's a difference of 2 dates, it's also disabled. So it needs to be equal or greater or equal than 2. But if I take it on 14th of September, then you can see that the button is enabled. And he clarified that that he wants to do it for each quarter. So we also have the option to add a time unit, and then you just see quarter. So if date picker 1 or date picker 2, both dates are greater than 2 quarters, the button has to be disabled. So let's say we're gonna go in 1 of July, then you can see that the button is disabled. But if we go in November, then you see the button is enabled. So this is you solve um, how you solve the issue, how you disable a button based on date pickers. Happy coding.